Good morning, everyone. It's Jojo Gonzalez, and I'm just kind of finishing up my morning here. The weekend was awesome. Sunday at church, was awesome with everyone, just online, and just a good week. Good weekend with the family. It was just an amazing weekend, man. So now I'm back on it. It's Monday morning, just kind of finishing up all my stuff, and I'm meeting with the Lord. Trying to stay, pure in heart, pure in spirit. Just way, separated from the world, man. So just focusing on the Lord, worship, prayer, and the Word. So today, we're in Psalm 35. In verse 10, it starts off says, "All my bones will say, Lord, who is like you?" Every bit of me, all my internals will say, Lord, who is like you? And I'm here to tell you today, no one is like the Lord. No one's holy like the Lord. No one's gonna forgive and protect us like the Lord protects us or forgives us. And then he says this, who rescues the afflicted from him who is too strong for him, and the afflicted and the needy for who robs him. So David is looking at protection in this sense. Who's like the Lord? No one. Who's going to protect me like the Lord? Then he says this. He says, malicious witnesses rise up. They ask me of things that I do not know. They repay me evil for good, to the sorrow of my soul. But as for me, when they were sick, so the same people, he says, my clothing was sackcloth like mourning. I humbled my soul with fasting, and I prayed with my head bowed to my chest. I behaved as if grieving for a friend or my brother. I bowed down in mourning as one who sorrows for his mother. But in my stumbling, so he went out of his way for these people. He said, but now that I'm stumbling, they rejoice and they gather to get together against me. The slanderers whom I did not know, they gathered against me. They slandered and reviled me without ceasing, like guileless jesters at a feast. They gnashed their teeth at me in malice. How long will you look on without action? Rescue my life from their destructions, my only life from the young lions. He says, I will give you thanks in the great congregation. I will praise you among a mighty people. So David is looking at everybody who, when it was their time of trouble, he prayed, he mourned, he fasted. But now that it's his time of trouble, now everybody's stacked up against him. Now he's looking to the Lord, saying, Lord, how long will you just stand by? And I'm here to tell you, God's just. He lets that justice and that wrath build up. And no matter how much it is in us, sometimes we just want to lash out, and just say, hey, well, I was there for you. You're not there for me. Sometimes it's just right just to let the Lord take care of those things. Be there for that someone, even though they're not there for you. Be there for that someone, even though they might turn right around and bring this kind of hate against you or whatever it is. And what he's saying is, and you love, let God take care of the rest, and God will take care of the rest as we get in the rest of Psalm 35. And he asked the right question: who is like the Lord? No one. No one is like the Lord. No one can kind of see past a lot of things to kind of see the end. Who that person's going to be in the end. As God, deals with us and keeps molding and shaping us, God's going to continue to deal with them as well. So just a good psalm. It's definitely a psalm of hope, knowing that God hasn't forgotten us. He says, when will you, how long will it take, Lord? And I'm here to tell you, God's timing is perfect in their life and in yours. So think about these things you go about your day. I know it's a lot, but God is there for you. God bless.